again, and welcome back to the Hookah Round Up. I am your host, the Mick, here with my boy, JB.
What up?
Returning once again is Mr. Mac.
What's going on, guys?
Nice to have you back. Missed you. How you been?
I've been doing.
You've been doing? Hopefully doing better than the Knicks. Behind the camera, we have our boy, Mr. Froyo, Red Mango, Earth.
What's going on, Earth?
It's fine, don't worry. Tonight we're going to be doing a brand that we've never done before, but I've come across several times on the internets, and, it's intrigued me. So, JB and I just decided to go through the catalog, and we picked something out. We picked out Social Smoke Voltage.
Pass that over here so the audience can get a better look.
There you go.
Right there. Social
Yes.
Smoke.
Now, before we even talk about the flavor itself, I just want to talk a little bit about the packaging. This is, by far, the greatest packaging I have ever seen for any shisha. You know why? It screws on and screws shut. You don't have to worry about leaking. You don't have to worry about anything else. It is perfect. And if you take a look at the can's artwork here, nice, subtle, not too gaudy or over the top. No artificial ingredients, chemical dyes, or preservatives ever. So, how does the flavor match up? So far, we're off to a pretty good start, right?
So far. Now, the flavor we described was voltage, and I believe the description we got was, let's see, honeydew.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
A delightful blend of watermelon and lemon with a hint of amaretto's sweet almond flavoring.
Lies.
Yeah, I don't really find that to be true.
Lies. All of it.
It tastes, to me, almost like a knockoff Starbucks Safari Melon Dew.
A little bit, with like a hint of mint.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of sourness, and it's got kind of like that fake honeydew taste. I did not see watermelon in there at all. Lemon, maybe a little bit, because it is a bit on the sour side.
Amaretto.
Not to be found at all. There's no hints of that whatsoever.
Unless amaretto suddenly tastes like mint now. But let me put this in wine terms. The head is alright. You get the nice, fruit flavor during, your first inhale. However, when you get up to the aftertaste with the exhale, the finish, terrible. It's one of the few flavors, in my personal opinion, that the mint does not go well with. That's a first.
Yeah. It really kind of, like I said, it just tastes like a stale Safari Melon Dew by Starbucks.
Indeed.
So flavor, I mean, it's not an awful flavor.
It's lacking.
It's lacking, but it's not dreadful. It's not double apple.
Oh God, no. It's not double apple. It's certainly no blue mist either.
Yeah, it's pretty middle of the road.
Indeed.
The definition of middle of the road is 3.0.
Which is what we gave.
Not great, not terrible. If you want something like a melon type flavor, look elsewhere. That's the bottom line when it comes to this voltage. Fortunately, hookahshisha.com, where I purchased the flavor from, had the good graces to actually tell us what the flavors are.
Isn't that nice when people do that?
Yeah. Instead of just, fucking Lebanese Bombshell by Starbucks. What the fuck is that? By the way, that one smelled weird. It smelled like freaking, like that shit that you line like a hamster cage with.
Wait. That is an actual Starbucks flavor.
Yeah. And
fuck Starbucks?
What's it called?
Lebanese Bombshell, and it
What
smelled
the
like the freaking like wood shavings that you put in a gerbil cage.
Gross.
Oh,
Maybe we'll do that someday.
that's worse
Why?
than double apple.
We're digressing.
No.
We're digressing, but once again we get a
Turned
flavor.
into Jackass.
Yeah, we're getting a brand that thinks they're too damn cool to fucking label their flavors. So thankfully, hookahshisha.com was kind enough to tell us what the flavor is.
Right.
So 3.0, we'll move on. We've said all that we need to say about the actual taste of this so-so flavor so far.
Right. Let's move on to smoke quality. Now, pass the mic over to the mic for a second.
The mic?
The mic.
It's only a mic if you're holding it and not speaking. Not smoking.
Whatever. The metaphor is understood.
By the way, I'm going to preface my poor smoking performance tonight with I do have a cold.
Sorry, the mic is sick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make him.
Keep smoking, you baby.
My words exactly. Couldn't have put it better. Anyway,
Bite me.
tangent. Smoke quality. Now you're going to get some alright clouds.
Fucking cold.
Let me demonstrate.
Is it cold in here or is it just me? Come on, demonstrate. Let's go. That's not bad. Looks really nice against that light.
Not bad, but it could be better.
Yeah. 3.5.
Much better.
3.5.
Indeed.
Slightly better than average. We've gotten some clunkers in the past. This certainly isn't any knuckle mixed fruit or any fumari.
You're not fogging up your entire room with this, but you're going to get some clouds.
Yeah. So 3.5.
Alright.
Alright.
Moving on to duration.
Okay. Well, we did this the other night, to prep for tonight. Because, here at the Hookah Round Up, we always prepare.
We gotta test these flavors out for you.
Yeah.
Make sure they're suitable.
Duration was a little bit lacking.
How so?
This shit was on its way out by 45, 50 minutes in.
That's...
Which is a pretty sad showing. Especially for a shisha that was as wet as Voltage is.
I'm not sure if you saw the inside of can ever see the inside of the package of the Voltage, but
They can if they buy it.
my god, is this shit wet. My god. Just literally molasses all over the place. It should last longer.
Yeah. It's like an old lady's pantry exploded in there.
Ugh. I didn't need that image in my head.
Pantry, not panty.
I certainly didn't need that image. Thank you for that, jackass.
He's sick.
I'm sick.
On all sorts of levels.
In many ways. That's why we're such good buddies, JB.
Bite me.
So yeah, duration 2.5. Not anything
I can't stop
that's
thinking
gonna
of
last.
that.
Oh god.
What a pervert.
Spring's here.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
All right.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Buzz. Now again, we mentioned that the shisha was very, very wet. A lot of molasses to it. Usually what that means is you're not going to get that much of a good buzz on it because, you don't have time for the tobacco to burn. As such, you're not really getting any sort of buzz on this.
Nope.
Like, I'm usually the first one to go. I'm not feeling a goddamn
Pussy.
thing. Screw you.
I'm sorry, that's a cold.
Of course. Either way, I usually start to feel tinglings of a buzz. I'm not getting any of that, and we've been smoking this for, 15, 20 minutes?
Something like that. It already feels like it's been too long.
Yeah. Either way, buzz, 2.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a new smoker, fine, go ahead. The flavor isn't anything to die over, but you won't die over this.
That brings us to our last category on our patented 5-point star-based rating system. Woo! Yeah.
Apparently he had to fit that in
It's
somewhere.
not the cold tonight. It's not the cold. I got this. All right. Smoothness, and this is not the fact that my throat is a little sore because this was going on the other night. The smoothness is also lacking in this flavor. I mean, this shit was tingling my throat, and I know you mentioned before we even had the camera rolling that this shit kind of burns a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not quite like knuckle orange level, but it's enough of a burn to be a pain in the ass.
And considering what it tastes like, considering there's barely any sort of citrus flavor in it, it doesn't explain the lack of smoothness, especially also considering the mint,
Yeah.
which usually, smooth things out, but apparently not in this case.
Keep in mind, the flavor description said there was no mint in there, but it tastes like there's mint.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that should, smooth things out, but it just doesn't in this case, and it shows.
Yeah.
Smoothness, we gave it
2.
2.
So, overall, this flavor nets a what, JB?
That would be a 2.6.
2.6, that's right. Which if you've been watching our videos, 2.6 is usually reserved for flavors that are really not worth getting into.
Indeed.
I mean, it's not like it's a terrible choice to get social smoke voltage,
But you could do so much better.
especially
So much
considering
better.
that this right here cost me like $20.
Yeah, not a good bang for your buck.
Yeah, not at all. If you're gonna spend the money, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, just get a Starbuzz or a Fumari.
Yeah.
Don't bother with something like social smoke voltage. And if, you know, I wouldn't really recommend this to anybody. Not saying it's a terrible flavor, but it's not really gonna present anything worthwhile to a veteran hookah smoker. And if you're new to hookah and you're looking for interesting flavors to try out, there's so many better options. There's so many better options if you're new to smoking. So our advice here at the Hookah Roundup is just stay away.
Yeah, you could do better.
Like, you know how we say sometimes for flavors that are not that good, like if you're really in the mood for this, like I wouldn't even say that's the case with this, because for flavors like this there are better options.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
just stay away. I guess there's only one thing left, JB.
Only one thing left to do.
I'm going to pass it off to Mac for the final word. So, Mac, would you be kind enough to grant us your wisdom?
Meh.
There you
I-
have it.
Guess that wraps it up.
It's my line.
Well then, I guess it's time for you to say it now, is it?
I'll say it when I'm damn well ready to. So please feel free to check out the Underground Gamers. Our other project is currently in the way of a transformation and a rejuvenation, to put it tersely.
Tersely.
Yes.
Lack of
So
smoothness.
check that out. So I guess that just about wraps it up.
I guess that does now.
Does it? Does it really?
All right, good night, guys.
Hey, I'm the one who's allowed to do that. Give me that. So, thank you for joining the Hookah Roundup.
Thank you very much.
I am your host, the Mick. Here are my boys, JB, Mac, Mr. Trek So Hard behind the camera, Irf.
Hi, Earth.
Hi, Irf. How you doing? So, thank you for joining us.
Happy smoking, guys.